said to him, mate, I said, rightio, what day are you going down on the weekend? You owe me one. This was on Friday after. I told him off because he goes, oh no, I didn't go today. I said, why not? He's like, oh, because I forgot my gear. I said, there's shops around me. I'll just buy something.
Well, I can't remember the last time I was fighting fit. You know, it would probably be back when I was like in my early 20s would be when I was really back as a fit young fella.
Now, I've got a couple of young kids at home and stuff, and you didn't want to take up too much of the family time. So the thing I like about it is we could just jump in and do the 45 minutes, get back to work and crack on. Alright, welcome all you steel pushers out there. Start of a new year. It's all exciting. We've all had the happy new year and somehow the COVID was all going to disappear and we're all going to be sailing off into the sunset. But here we are, we're back at work and we're back into the fitness and health. So I've got a couple of legends here. John from F45, welcome mate.
Thanks mate, good to be here.
And Davo's Sales Manager, 3.5 months in, travelling very well. Welcome.
Loving it, thank you. It's good to be in Steel Pushers.
Yeah, so we thought we'd kick the year off with a topic that covers everyone, and it's health, fitness, looking after yourself, and then performing well in business. We've all got these different roles we've got to do in these businesses, and I believe, I'm a firm believer that if your fitness is good, you will perform better in your business and your role. You'll have more fun. So that's what I wanted to do today, is just sort of go back all those months ago, John, and I was tracking you down when you guys were just opening up here in Broadbeach.
Yeah mate, it seems like forever ago now. But yep, you rang me, I think we were looking at doing pre-sales, and I remember you ringing me 3 or 4 times in a couple of weeks asking for set dates when you're going to be opening, and you had some of the boys that you wanted to bring along and get them into the journey of health and fitness.
Yeah, well, I'd heard about this F45 gig, and the thing I liked about it, 45 minutes, I thought, I've got a couple of young kids at home and stuff, and you didn't want to take up too much of the family time. So the thing I like about it is we could just jump in and do the 45 minutes, get back to work and crack on. So I'd heard about it, and then I was like tracking you down, and then it took a little bit longer to open, but now it's here in Broadbeach. It's absolutely brilliant. Dave, what have you seen since you've come along, 3.5 months in?
I just think it's, when I was interviewed by yourself back a few months back, you did mention during the course of the interview that one of the things that, as part of the leadership team here, that we trained together. And I think you probably saw my eyes were like dinner plates at that point, because I've never had that sort of environment before where we would train together, and I just found it phenomenal, and there was certainly some trepidation, when you've been so sedentary like I have been in sales and management for quite some time in previous jobs, where your working out was lifting a beer at the end of the day. It was a big wake-up call. It was exciting.
Yeah, so you must see quite a bit of this, of all the the business people coming in and starting off maybe not in a great shape, and then you see them evolve.
Normally find the biggest challenges, I guess, are getting people into the doors. Once they walk through those front doors, it kind of takes care of itself, but I think people are so scared of fitness and don't realise the benefits and health benefits that, and not just physically but mentally, that just happen by actually walking through those doors and training. The camaraderie that you build within like teams and partnerships, you just can't get that anywhere else. Like, you're training together, you're pretty much on the battlefield together, then you leave smiling, like you never regret coming in and doing these sessions, ever.
Yeah, well, for me, I've done, tried out the old gyms and stuff. I've always been an outdoors person, and the gyms just didn't do it for me. I'd go in, and I'd get the weights, and I'm like, oh, what the hell do I do here? And I'd cock it up and try and lift too much, because I'm thinking about Mick Brown, thinking, I could outlift him. go too heavy and then I end up injuring myself, or I don't lift heavy enough, or wrong technique, someone comes over, what are you doing, you dickhead? So, you know, the thing I like about F45 is you're right, you walk in that door and it's just a bit of a buzz straight away, and a couple of people taking the thing, but it's so well programmed out. It's like someone's going to help you, someone's going to encourage you, your mates, you're trying to outlift them, and it's just a circuit thing that just makes it a really good environment.
Yeah, it definitely comes down to the programming. Like when you go to the gym, you see every second male doing bench press, like because you don't do stuff you don't want to do because you don't want to or don't know how to. Where this, I guess, is forcing you out of your comfort zone and making you mentally stronger and making you try things that you wouldn't normally try also. So that's one of the main things that I like about it.
That's so true, yeah. Like you see plenty of those guys with the big arms and tiny legs, eh? Got the little chicken legs, Dave.
Yeah, that's me.
Gonna build those up, John said.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah. So what about that day? Talk to me. You know, that day where we said, rightio, I reckon you're good to go. And then you were conjuring up a little excuse why not to come.
Yeah, so the Friday you warned me that on Tuesday was the start of my journey, and I remember sitting at home on the Monday night and thinking, this was before Christmas, and thinking, look, I'd probably be better off starting in January. You know, I'm not ready yet. My aerobic exercise at home, and I'm not up to standard. I don't think I'd be able to do it yet. And I came into this very room, and the leadership guys were here, and I started to try and say to you, Steve, I just don't think, and you just said, just take the first step, man. Just get started. And you know, the pitch was out the window. I didn't even get to say it.
Yeah, but you win,
and I went,
and you went along, and you were like really concerned, but you went along, and it was alright, wasn't it?
It was brilliant, and just the support. I mean, you know, particularly the guys at F45. You know, I've carried some injuries from previously, and what I love is the fact that you don't have to do every exercise as it's put on the board. You're able to. You guys will adapt and give me a different thing to do. If it's about my back or it's about my knees, you'll give me some help there. But all that, so you know that's what the fear was, that there'd be stuff there I couldn't do. But you guys are so good at finding something else for me to do, and yourself and Lisa and the team have been brilliant. But the camaraderie, you know, because we're going at the same time every day, you're seeing the same people, not just our guys, but you're starting to meet people that you haven't met before, and we all train together, and it's fun. Yeah. You know, that's the biggest part for me I've taken from it. It's fun. I never thought it would be fun.
You never thought exercise could be fun,
I
did you?
didn't think it could be fun, no.
Yeah, well, by the time John spins a joke or two, or a bit of a yarn, and then by the time everyone else is cracking on, Mick's trying to lift more than us.
Just watching you guys trying to outdo each other, is it? Yeah.
Oh, well, that's what it's part of, though, isn't it? Because you go to lift up some weights and you just start working away, and you look around and go, Jesus, you stepped it up, so next time you got to pick up a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
It's all part of it, eh? How did you first get into fitness, or when did you? Was it years ago, or you always been in it?
I was a business development manager for a big paint company, so I was travelling a lot, flying all around the country, and then found myself just whining and dining every night, and ended up putting on 30 kilos. So I ended up with a personal trainer, and then started, I guess, my journey. Ended up losing 15, 20 kilos, I think it was, and then actually changed my career and went into the fitness industry just because I wanted to be better and I wanted to help people achieve what I achieved, pretty much.
And that's cool.
So that's how I got into it, and then I started as a personal trainer, and then I heard about this F45 training. At that time, I think it must have been about 6 years ago now. So I started as a trainer for Nate Miles, a footy player. So I started taking classes at F45, and then that's pretty much how the journey came. And then one of my personal training clients, he started talking to me. He started questioning F45 and how does it work, and then we started doing numbers, and we're like, this is a great business. So he forced me into F45.
You happy you did?
Yeah, 100%.
Change your life, huh?
Yeah.
That's a cool journey, isn't it? Like when you join the dots backwards of...
It just shows you how health and fitness, I guess, can change the way you think, how you act mentally, and it shows you that you don't need to be the person you are, or you don't need to go home and drink 10 beers every night. Like, there is there is a way to be healthier.
Yeah. And every now and then you can have the 10 beers when you're on top of your game and you're having a good break over Christmas, David,
Yes.
Which got away on me a little bit.
And me.
So you guys are running this challenge at the moment, the 45 day one. Is that right across the country or just for Broadbeach?
No, that's globally.
Okay.
So I think it's 3,000 studios currently open, I think, in 42 countries.
Wow.
Don't hold me to that. So yeah, they do, we've just started a 45-day challenge. Basically, within that 45 days, F45 provide nutritional plans. If you don't like grocery shopping or cooking, you can actually get the meals delivered, or you can get just the groceries delivered and you can cook yourself. So they've pretty much given you all the tools you need to be able to focus, but we focus more within house and try and help all our members individually with achieving their goals over 45 days.
Yeah, and we've got some pretty big goals this time.
Oof.
We're shredding.
Shredding.
So, got to beat Mick and Shabam in the arms. We've taken our measurements, done a few things. I should be right.
I didn't
I'm a little
realise
bit ahead of them.
I didn't realise how good dust tasted.
Yeah, no, it's going to be an interesting journey. Like if you think of the next 6 months, Dave, where do you think you'll be at in 6 months? If you keep going the way you are at the moment?
I'll probably be back to, well, I can't remember the last time I was fighting fit. It would probably be back when I was like in my early 20s would be when I was really back as a fit young fella. But for me it's about longevity of life particularly as well. None of us are getting any younger, and I've got 2 beautiful daughters and I want to be there around for them, and I'm hoping that I can achieve my goal by a date I've set, and I don't see any reason now that I'm in there. And I've been where Jono was when he was talking about the travelling. I've done that, I've travelled, and it was too easy to get stuck in that rut of, rather than you'd be in a different hotel every night or a different town every night, and it would be too easy to do the day's work, go and have a restaurant meal, have a few jars, and then go back to the room and have some more. And I hated that feeling of waking up in the morning and trying to go and function. And I mean, I'd love to be, what you've done. It shows me that it can be done. So you can turn that around, and it's just the whole journey. I just love. I'm excited about. I've never been excited about exercise before, 100%. And it's the team that I'm training with.
Because they're making it fun for you.
Yeah,
and it's fun training with the boys. Like it's fun.
And you know what I've found as well, particularly with us doing it at lunchtime, I have 2 days.
Yeah.
So I get that energy boost in the afternoon, and I know that in this business that's where a lot of really good decisions are made when we all come back and we're train together, succeed together. I think is the main thing.
Yeah. Confidence builds confidence, and success builds success.
Yep.
But it's all off a little bit of a recipe, so that's why for me with this team, I mean, we're looking at spreading it right across the team. We've just got in the leadership team at the moment. I was just trialing that for a while, and I can see how much better we are in business because of it. Do you hear any sort of feedback from some of your customers who think like that, or
100%. We've got quite a few, I guess, similar situations to you guys where I've got big groups of people, especially in the real estate industry, and they're a bit different. They come in the morning and they use F45 to set their day up. So they come in and that's how they set their day. From there, they do exercise, then they're pretty much ready to go attack their day. But once again, there's a solid 10, 12 people all training together. Once again, they're building that camaraderie between them all, and it makes them closer as a team and want to work with each other because they're just kicking goals in general with each other.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed with us. It's the competitiveness Yeah. Hey, we just can't help ourselves, and then all the banter that goes on throughout the day, and then if someone does pick up a heavier weight or thinks they're a bit better than someone else, we tend to know about it, don't we?
Brilliant. I love it.
When everyone gets upset that Shivy's on Instagram and everyone else isn't.
Yeah. Mate, he's starting to push some heavy weights. He's pushing out the boy. He's doing all right for himself. All right, so what about COVID? I know it was a challenging year for a lot of businesses around. I mean, we're lucky, one of the lucky ones that really helped our business, because in capital equipment, there was no trade shows, field days where they had to go online. So beauty for us, we're online. But for you guys, I get that was a challenging time for you. But how did you push through? What was the mindset?
Oh mate, we had, I think it was 2 days notice that we had to shut the doors. So we pretty much didn't have much time at all. We just had to adapt, and my number one goal was to make sure, because unlike you guys, my team is very close to me. I'd class my whole team as family. So my number one goal was to make sure that my family could feed their family. They could still eat and survive through this time as well. So that's, I guess, kind of drove me to make sure that I was able to, well, I guess us as a team were able to provide a product that I guess we would still get paid to be able to feed families.
So you put it online, did the Zoom thing, and got people working out in their homes, We
were freaking out because I could never have imagined anyone training at home, looking at a computer screen, and me still trying to, I guess, replicate what I do in the studio by yelling at people through a computer screen, and people would actually listen to me. But like, once again, we just tried making it fun. So we just tried making jokes, and we'd have different topics that we'd talk about through different classes. I think we talked about all sorts of different animals and how they breed and whatever it took. But we went straight online. We still tried delivering the classes that we'd normally deliver, but through Zoom, and we're still getting 30, 40. I think our biggest class had 60 people.
Wow.
All 60 different people at their homes. We saw their cats. But if anything, it made them as families, I guess, or households train together. Just shows you that anything is possible. Like it's.
And then the kids would have probably seen it more if the parents working out, where normally they just take off the F45, but they were actually working out in their home. Then it rubs off on the kids, doesn't it? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, just for myself, like since I've started on this journey, my daughter, my 14-year-old daughter, is now she's wanting to get involved, and I had to go and sign her up for a gym on the weekend. She just wants to come along on the ride with me. So it's like you say, that inspiration that your kids seeing you actually do it is very healthy too.
Very motivating too, isn't it?
Incredible. Yeah.
When you see what how much it inspires them and stuff.
Yeah, it's you don't realise how much of an effect it has when they're watching you do nothing until you start to do something. It's been quite an emotional thing for me. Take
it easy. Good on you. All right, so there you go. It was just a short show to bring you guys to the thing of, if you've had a big Christmas, you got a bit off track, or you're doing a lot of traveling, you're selling machinery, you're going to all these pubs. You don't have to go to the pub at night and go and have your beers in your palm, and you could go and do a workout first, then maybe have a beer, but at least it's all about balance. And I'm just a big believer of, you've got a sharp physical workout and thing, your mind's going to be better off for that, and you'll be better in your business and better in your job. So thanks, boys. Appreciate you coming on the show. Just a nice short one. Hopefully it jogs a few of you people out there to jump up, get out, get in amongst it, and have a great year. We'll see all your steel pushers soon.